I used to have a dog named Blue.
It's our time with Mr. Mayberry. Hey, let's get creative.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, Mr. Mayberry.
Do you have a dog at your house? Today I'm going to show you how to draw a puppy dog. Let's start by doing our paper exercise. Hold up your paper like this, and we're going to say, this is the tall way, this is the wide way. This is the tall way, this is the wide way. Today I'd like you to have your paper the tall way when we draw. Now it's time to get started. Let's make some art. Okay, today we're drawing a puppy dog. And when we start, I would like you to not use white, pink, or yellow crayons because it's hard to see those on a white piece of paper when we draw. So pick out a darker color, something you can see as we draw. Now I've chosen blue for my color, and what I'm going to do is first to draw a big circle on my paper. Now remember, our paper is supposed to be the tall way. So if you haven't turned it the tall way, let's do that right now because the circle will be pretty much in the same spot whether it's the tall way or the wide way. So turn your paper the tall way, and then in the middle of the circle, we're going to draw the puppy dog's face. Now next thing I'm going to draw is a circle in the middle for the nose. And so I draw that, and then I'll color it in. Whatever color you happen to be drawing with, go ahead and color it in with that color. Fill it in nicely. Try to stay in the lines the best you can. Okay, next we're going to draw the eyes. And for the eyes, I'm going to draw two little circles and fill them in. Now this puppy dog is going to have a ring around its eyes. And the way I'm going to do that is just to make a circle and just keep going around and around the eye. Just 3 or 4 times. Okay, now he has a kind of a spot around his eye. Next, I'd like to draw the puppy dog's cheeks. And they're going to be circles also. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 circles. So let's draw the cheeks. I'm going to start right here in the middle and make a circle that curves down and around and back to the nose, just like that. Then I'm going to draw another circle going the other way. So I start in the same spot and I curve down and I go around and go back to the nose on this side. How many circles do we have now? Let's count them. 1 for the face, the outside, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 circles. That's a lot of circles. Next, let's draw a tongue. We're going to make his tongue sticking out here at the bottom. And it's just going to be a curve. So it's not actually a circle, but it's a curve. You might say it's half of a circle even. And I'm going to make a little line down the center of the tongue, but don't go all the way to the bottom. Just go about halfway down. If you go all the way to the bottom, it'll make it look like it's teeth, and we don't want that. We just want a tongue sticking out. A lot of times puppy dogs will stick their tongues out, especially if they get really hot. They'll stick their tongue out. Okay, next I want to put some ears. And the ears aren't going to be circles either, but they're going to be kind of a teardrop shape. And here's what I mean. I'm going to start here at the top. We're going to have 2 ears, one on the right and one on the left. I'm going to start right here and make a line that curves up and around, and then it curves back in and goes back to where it was, almost like a raindrop or a teardrop, just like that. You can go either way, but that's the shape I want you to draw. And then we'll fill that in. And again, take your time, do a good job with your coloring. Art is not a race. And take your time, fill it in nicely, make it look really nice. Try to stay in the lines the best you can. You might go outside just a little bit, but try to stay in the best you can. So that's one ear. And then we're going to do another ear going the other direction. The same kind of ear, but we're going to go to the left this time, to the other side. Curve around and then come back to where you started, just like that. And then we'll fill that in too. Take your time, do a good job, fill it in nicely. Do the best you can. If you get out of the lines a little bit, that's okay, but do your best. Okay, next we're going to add a collar. And this is a pet dog, so it's good for them to wear collars because then they know, people will know that they belong to somebody. So we're going to put a collar on this puppy dog. I'm going to make a little line on the left side at the bottom of the face and on the right side at the bottom of the face. And these two lines should be about the same size. Next, I'm going to put a tag on the collar, and I'm going to make a circle for that. So there's another circle. Put it right in the middle, underneath the tongue, underneath the chin here. Put the circle right here in the middle. Next, I'm going to put the bottom part of the collar. And here's how I'm going to do that. I'm going to start where this little line is, and I'm going to curve down until I get to that tag in the middle. And I'm going to cross here and start here and curve around and go up until I get to the other side. So this is the collar. Can you see the collar? Right here that goes around his neck. And I'm going to shade that in too, color that in. And I'm going to use the same color I'm drawing with for now. You can also make some little dots here on the cheeks. Sometimes they have these on their cheeks and maybe a few whiskers. They're not as long as cat whiskers, but they might have a few whiskers on their cheek. And then I'm going to put a letter down here to show the puppy dog's name. And I'm going to call this dog Blue because I colored him with blue. Now if you want to use the color that you're drawing with and that be the name, that's fine. Or if you have another name for your puppy dog, that's okay too. But think of what the name is and then take the first letter of that name, and that's what we're going to put here inside the dog tag right here. I'm going to put the letter B, and that stands for Blue. So here's a picture of my puppy dog, Blue. Now I want you to, if you'd like to go ahead and use other colors now to finish coloring in this puppy dog, you can do that. But whatever you use, make sure you take your time and do a good job coloring. If you'd like to show me the drawing that you made, just paste it into the comments below. Now that you know how to draw a puppy dog, if you'd like some art homework, teach somebody else how to draw a puppy dog. Well, that's all for today. I'll see you next time.
Goodbye, Mr. Mayberry.